Some models are simply too big to fit on a single GPU. A 100 billion parameter network needs far more memory than any one card can possibly hold. So how does it run at all? The answer isn't to shrink the model. It's to split it. This approach takes the heavy math inside each layer and slices it across several GPUs that work on it together, then merges their results back into one. It's how a giant model runs across 8 cards inside a single server, each holding just a slice of the work. But it comes with a real catch because those GPUs have to stop and talk to each other constantly at every layer of the network. Get that communication wrong and all your speed evaporates. Let's break it down. So what problem are we actually solving? Here's the situation, laid side by side. Put the whole layer on one GPU and, for a truly large model, it simply won't fit. A single layer's weight matrix can be enormous, and stacking all the layers onto one card blows past its memory long before the model is complete. You hit a hard ceiling you can't compute your way around, no matter how patient you are or how long you're willing to wait. This method removes that ceiling by splitting the math inside each layer across several GPUs. Each card holds only a shard of the layer's weight matrix and computes with it in parallel. Then the GPUs combine their partial results into the true output. No single device ever needs the whole layer, so a model that couldn't fit now runs comfortably. At its heart, a neural network layer is mostly one giant matrix multiplication. Watch how the work of that matrix gets spread across GPUs one stage at a time. Start with the layer's giant weight matrix. This method cuts it into pieces, say, splitting its columns across 4 GPUs, so each card is assigned only its own shard of the matrix rather than the whole enormous thing at once. Now every GPU computes at once. Each card takes the full input and multiplies it by just its shard of the weights, producing a partial result. All 4 work simultaneously on the very same layer, so the heavy math is genuinely shared across the devices. Then the partial results are combined. A fast communication step, an all reduce or all gather, merges every GPU's piece into the layer's true, complete output, exactly as if one single card had computed the whole thing on its own. This step is where the GPUs pause to synchronize, trading their fragments so no information is lost. Finally, that combined output passes to the next layer where the whole split, compute, and merge cycle repeats. This synchronization happens at every layer, often twice, which is why the GPUs must talk constantly and why very fast interconnects matter so much. Strip it down and 3 ideas define tensor parallelism. It splits each layer's matrix math across GPUs. A layer is mostly one big matrix multiplication, and this technique shards that matrix so every GPU computes part of the same layer in parallel, letting weights that can't fit on one card still run. It leans on fast interconnects. Because the GPUs must exchange and synchronize partial results at every layer, often twice, it demands very high bandwidth links like NVLink, and this communication is its defining cost. It stays within one machine. Since it needs the highest possible GPU-to-GPU bandwidth, this method is usually kept inside a single server and combined with pipeline parallelism across machines to scale up to thousands of GPUs. Alright, let's lock in what matters. This method runs a model too big for one GPU by splitting each layer's matrix math across several cards. Each GPU holds only a shard of the layer, computes on the full input, then an all-reduce combines the partial results. Its defining cost is communication, since GPUs synchronize at every layer, so it needs fast interconnects and stays within one machine. It combines with pipeline and data parallelism as the 3-dimensional parallelism that trains frontier models. If splitting big models across hardware fascinates you, we unpack the whole system stack over at standarity.com. Come build with us.